What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another Marvel Future Fight video. Alright, so in this one we're going to be taking a look at Corvus's new uniform in action. I have leveled him up to 70, so I did unlock his potential, and I haven't really done much investment in him, so we'll go ahead and take a look at him before I show the clip of him fighting Proxima World Boss Stage 10, I believe it was. And we take a look here at the gear. All I have is some 5-star physical attack Uru. Besides that, the other ones are just placeholders in there. For his skills, of course, we have the 4th skill leveled up to get the max bonus for his illusions there, and also for the guard against hits. So we have guard against 6 hits for 3 seconds. Really nice because it keeps him protected while he's summoning his support. For his 5th skill here, we leveled it up to get that 10% for everything, all attack, all defense, and speed. And of course we do have 4 seconds of damage immunity there. His ice weight set, we have overdrive, so we do have an attack base set, really nice to help out his DPS, and he does have really nice DPS, so just kind of stack on top of that. Then his obelisk here, we do have immune to guard break, ignore dodge, and a 4 seconds invincibility. Pretty much I just had the invincibility on him because I was using him mainly in PvP, and he does have really good survivability anyway from his skills. But with this new uniform here, I'm kind of tempted to switch out for a damage proc because it looks like his 5th or his 3rd skill can get some serious DPS out of a damage proc because they're already doing some pretty nice numbers when I'm fighting Proxima and World Boss Ultimate, even without a damage proc. But right now I have the Invincibility Obelisk on him for survivability, but his skills do keep him pretty safe, so playing on manual, you don't really need the invincibility. You can go with the guard proc pretty reliably because he has the guard, he has the immunity on his 5th skill, and then he has a lot of iframes, and not to mention his summons pulling aggro for you. Alright, so now let's look at the details here. So as you can see, my Corvus is pretty average or low built right now, so we do have max skill cooldown, but we only have 32% ignore defense. If we get that capped off, we're definitely going to see a big increase to his damage. Besides that, everything else is just pretty low or average for his stats. But anyway, now that we've taken a look at Corvus here, let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and use Thanos' leadership here. Then we've got Black Dwarf for the team up, so we're going with a Black Order team here to boost up Corvus a little bit. And of course, all damage strikers, so we're going to go ahead and use Corvus for most of the fight here. And we are on stage 10. Alright, so pretty much for Corvus, you want to keep out your summons as long as possible and as much as possible because they do take away aggro, so they're very useful, especially for this stage here because Proxima likes to do a lot of kind of piercing attacks, so they actually will take the aggression or the targeting for a lot of the purple circles that she does, or if she does the purple spear where she throws it straight forward. A lot of times it will target the clones if you have them out, so they're very useful for that. And also they do pretty good damage as well, but you can keep Corvus pretty safe during the fight here as long as you keep out the clones and then use the 5th skill for the immunity. And then if Proxima is close enough to you, because Proxima likes to jump away and move around quite a bit, use the 1st skill if she's close to you. If you have to use a skill to walk over to her, I would use the 3rd skill after using the 5th skill because that is an iframe. And then after that you jump into the 2nd skill because it has some movement, and then you can kind of just kite around if you need to, but normally your 4th skill will be off cooldown by then, and you can go ahead and summon your clones again and just repeat the skill rotation. And it seems to work pretty well here because I can pretty much spam that rotation for the most part and not even worry too much about her attacks, even like the purple circles and stuff like that. They tend to target the clones, and then as soon as I jump into the 2nd skill, I'm a far enough distance away from the clones and Proxima that the damage doesn't actually hit Corvus himself. But I do end up taking a few hits during this run here. Oh, and you see those tornadoes that are flying around. Those things are actually quite annoying. I don't know if they are bugged or not right now. Well, there's those purple circles. As you saw, they targeted the clones, and they do a lot of damage. It took out the clones pretty quickly. But anyway, as I was saying, those black tornadoes that will snare you if you get into them, because it is a snare, because my Wolverine has the snare resist obelisk or the snare immune, and he does not get affected by those tornadoes. But anyway, I've noticed that if they hit your strikers, the Black Tornadoes, then you actually get stunned or snared. And I have no idea if that is a bug or if they intended that. But it's only when the red circles are on the ground, so right before the tornadoes are actually summoned. If your striker runs through that red circle, kind of like while the tornado's being summoned or has just been summoned, you get snared. But if the tornado's already been out on the field and your striker runs through it, you do not get snared. So I'm not sure if that's supposed to happen, because I was always wondering why I have no dot damage or no tornado, AoE, nothing at my feet while I'm running around, and all of a sudden I just get snared out of nowhere or stunned. It's just, what happened? And it's pretty much if something else on the screen touches the tornadoes, then you get snared. But like I said, I'm not sure if that's supposed to happen or not. But as you can see, Corvus is actually rolling through this quite... and this is where I make one of my mistakes. I try to summon the clones there when the purple circles are down. If I had the clones out, it would have been a lot easier. As you can see here, there was more purple circles, but all I had to do was use the second skill, and Corvus teleports a far enough distance away from the clones that they will take all of the targeting from the circles, so that's really nice. Yeah, so you pretty much just stick with that rotation, and even without a damage proc, Corvus in his new uniform here are able to cut through the stage 10 Proxima kind of easily. It did take the majority of the time. As you can see, we still have 4 health bars left, and we only have 1 minute and 10 seconds on the clock. Alright, we're almost getting there. Had to switch because I thought I saw, yeah, the purple circles. There's the circles attacking Thanos. Do a little bit of extra damage here with Thanos just for the heck of it. Gotta avoid those. He launches a ton of spears right there with the red circles though, so a little easier to avoid. Alright, and here's the last little bit, taking a little bit of poison damage there from the dot effect. And finish it off here in a second, but with only, as you can see, about 10 seconds left, I think is where we finish this. Come on, Corvus, and there we go, 11 seconds left on the clock, so it did take him the entire time, but we could have given him a better leadership, and we could have given him like a Valkyrie or Shuri leadership or team up bonus, which would have boosted his damage a little bit. But anyway, that's just a look at Corvus's new uniform here against the Proxima Stage 10 World Boss Ultimate. He has physical attacks, so that's why he was working quite well for the stage. Yeah, but that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.